Hi, Scorpio. A little smudge of sage to cleanse the space. Thank you, Spirit. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. We'll go really silent on that this week, Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. And funny thing about silent Scorpio, that's where we hear the message. And so many times uh, in my readings, I'll talk about prayer and meditation. And prayer is the petition, and meditation is the listening for the answer. And the answer comes for many of us, for most of us, during that silence, during that quiet, during that stillness. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Scorpio. What would you like the Scorpio to know or to be aware of? And beautiful things come from the muck. Let's see what we have going on here. Oh my gosh, Spirit has a lot of things to say to you this week, Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Scorpio. Scorpio, welcome to Remedies, Alchemy, and Tarot. I am an intuitive tarot card reader. This is a general reading for the collective of Scorpio. If you have Scorpio anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. Do only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. I think that tarot card readings are a wonderful place to practice using our intuition or connect with our intuition and really vet what we are thinking and what we are feeling. If at any time you happen to catch one of my live readings and you do ask a question, after the reading, many times I'll open it up to questions. And when I open it up to questions and I draw a card for a person, many times what the first thing I will say is, what did you think? What was your initial thought when you seen that card? What was that card telling you? Because each of these cards really tells each of us something different. The imagery, the meaning behind the card means something really unique to each and every one of us. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Scorpio. Let's just turn them just a little bit there, Scorpio. Scorpio, the foundation, the basis of your reading this week is the Seven of Pentacles. You're looking back at the work that you have put in and wondering, has it really been worth it? Are you reaping the benefits of everything that you have put in? And that is backed by the Eight of Swords. We're feeling stuck. And here's that muck. Oddly enough, here's that muck. Beautiful things come out of the muck. It's when I think of the lotus flower, and many times, we'll talk about the lotus flower or they'll speak about the lotus flower. But the prettiest, most fragrant lotus flowers come out of the muckiest water. And if it was not for that mucky water, the lotus flower would not exist. It would not bloom. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading this week. And we start off in your public life, your business life, your work, finances, or education. We start off, Scorpio, with the Nine of Swords. That is stress. That is agony. That is real unhappiness, a real unpleasantness. And perhaps it's even causing you some sleepless nights. What I want you to really look at in this card before we move on is the quilt, the blanket. That blanket is covered in little rosettes. And that represents the love from spirit, the love from universe. And you are being comforted, you are being covered, you are being protected by the love of spirit, the love from source at this time. Followed by the Magician card, making magic happen. We have everything that we need. Maybe you're not seeing that you have everything that you need to be successful in your public life. Followed by the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is a card of transformation, a card of alchemy. And that alchemy is, we have everything that we need. We have all of the elements that we need. We're just transforming them. We're just changing them. We're rearranging. We're remixing them. And the Hierophant card. Higher knowledge, higher wisdom, higher education. Look at what we've been doing here. Look at what we've been doing here. Scorpio, you've been putting off or holding off on making a decision or negotiating a better deal. There is something better here for you, but you've been putting it off. You have the power, you have the ability, you have this skill set. You have everything you need to transform this situation and negotiate a better deal. Now is the time to self-promote. Now is the time to put yourself out there. Now is the time to ask for what you want, what you need, or really what your worth is. This stress and agony may be coming from you not asking for your worth. It's very acceptable for you to dress and to act the part. There's something here in your actions or something here in your appearance that only you can change, that only you can adjust in order to align with the role that you want, or only you can make the changes to align with what it is that you would like to achieve, what it is that you would like to manifest. And again, we can go back to that lotus flower and how beautiful things come out of the muck. Just like the lotus flower, it's up to you to show your inner self. It's up to you to make the choice to bloom. And I just see you looking back and being stuck about something from the past. Who cares about the past, Scorpio? The past is over. The past is gone. The only power the past has over you is what you give it. We've all made mistakes. We've all had hurdles to jump over. We've all made bad decisions. But that doesn't mean that we need to stay there. That doesn't mean that we need to stay stuck there. That's what you're stressing about, something that is done, gone, and over. You know, and oh, I love my grandmother. She taught me so many lessons. But, you know, you don't want to throw the baby out with the wash. You know, the public has the attention span of 5 seconds or less. I mean, the public in a whole, the public in general, is really just waiting for the next big story. I have a feeling that you're worrying and you're fretting about things that are long forgotten by everybody but you. And if you do happen to come across, or you do happen to run into somebody that can't forget or forgive a past event, that's on them. You're presenting them you now. And you have the knowledge, the power, the wisdom, the energy from within to mold yourself into whatever it is that you're wanting to. The time for procrastination, the time for letting your past hold you back is done. It's over. Look at these beautiful cards here. Look at these three very powerful cards here, all indicating, Scorpio, that it's time to ask for what you want. It's time to make that better deal, make that negotiation, put in the request, let the universe know what you want, let those around you know what you want, and really who you are. Dress the part. Dressed and act the part, and the universe will reflect that back to you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for Scorpio. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. I'm gonna just have to. Sorry, I sometimes my words just come out and they are what they are, and I'm not trying to be harsh, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but source, God, Spirit is really wanting you to know you are worthy, you are deserving. Time to negotiate for what it is that you want. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, in your private life, in your life, your private life, your home life, your love life, your family life, there is, thank you, Spirit, messages. We start off with the Knight of Wands. Taking action. I love that we have this taking action. We're following our passions. We're following our desires. And we're new at it. That's okay. We're starting something new. We're trying something new. We're doing new things. And here's Judgment. And again, this is past. The past. The past keeps showing up here for you. Hopefully this is a good past. Let's look and see. The Queen of Cups. I like to call this Queen of Cups my a lot card. We can see that she has so much going on here with the water, with the emotions, with the, and even the spiritual, with the little cherub there. There's a lot, and it's almost too much, where she's almost lost interest because it's so much, it's too much. And then we have that followed by the Six of Swords, which is a quiet transition, a moving on to quieter times, more peaceful times, more relaxing times. Things have been really turbulent in your private life. Things have been turbulent, but it's time to transform, and you're ready. It's just been too much. The past has been too much, and you're ready to move on. You're ready to move forward. There, thank you, Spirit. Messages for the Scorpio. There is a family situation here that you have or are or will be refusing to participate in. And ignoring this problem, ignoring this situation, has only made it worse, Scorpio. It just may be time to let your guard down and time to speak your truth. This was not a happy situation. This was not a pretty situation. This was a situation from the past. It was too much. It was too much. And because it was too much, you have refused to participate. You have been ignoring it. But Source is saying that now is the time to transition. Now is the time to move on to calmer waters. And we're not going to be able to move on to calmer waters until we speak our truth, until we identify our truth. And again, Scorpio, please remember that beautiful things do come out of the muck. Just like that lotus flower, that is the transformation. You are a beautiful soul. You were made uniquely you. There is not another you on this planet. You are the only one, and you were definitely made and definitely called for a purpose. And I see you being very passionate about aligning with that purpose and fulfilling that purpose. And that begins again with that transformation of speaking your truth. And I have even an inkling, to a certain extent, identifying your truth. And we can all find our truths through prayer and meditation. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Scorpio. And I love that your final message from Spirit starts with this Four of Wands, which is new beginnings, fresh starts. I like to call this my get out of jail free card. If we look closer, we can see that these people have broken free of the castle walls and they're moving into the great unknown. And there's happiness and there's celebration because they are outside of the castle walls. And then we have the Seven of Cups. And again, this I like to call a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions. And it's almost like our feelings and our emotions are overshadowing our true self. Followed by the Four of Pentacles, we need to be protective and we need to be guarded of who we are and what our life's mission is. But we need to do that with balance because we can be overly protective. And what I mean by overly protective, sometimes, we have our guard up or we refuse to participate or we're refusing things because we have our guard up, because we're inside of those castle walls. Because we're inside of those castle walls, the good can't come in either. If we have our guard up and we are so overly protective, the good can't come in either. So to me, it's like Spirit is saying that there is good here waiting to come in, but you need to be balanced with your guard. And, simply vetting the people that you let into your life. But it's important that you do let people into your life at this time, Scorpio. And that is followed by the Two of Wands. And I love that this is the final tarot card in your reading, Scorpio, as there you are with the world in your hand. You can move into the great unknown, knowing that the sky is the limit, knowing that the world is your oyster. You have the world right there in your hand. Spiritual comfort needs to be our first priority. It is taken work, dedication, and commitment to yourself to come this far. Protect it at all cost. Yes, you have come a long way. You have really grown. And Spirit is saying, really look at that and really appreciate that and really celebrate that.